Alrighty, guys, I know a lot of you loved my 501st alternative build Lego Star Wars set. So I wanted to make another one of these alternative builds, but this time for another really cool Clone Wars set, which is the AAT set. So maybe not as many of you have multiples of the AAT, but I know a lot of people weren't the biggest fans of the build. So I wanted to try and see if I could make something cool out of that set as well. It doesn't take up all the parts, so if you do end up building this, you're going to end up with a lot of parts to go to your collection, and then the rest of them part of this build. So what this is like a moving command post for the Trade Federation, or CIS. So it kind of has these two parts. So it has like this command post area for like a tactical droid to be there. I know the tactical droid doesn't actually come in the set, but I think it's kind of like cool to see because that's what we see in like Urbana on season 7, or like your Staff Sis in like season 1 or whatever it was. So this part is kind of like the speeder or command post part, and then in the back is like this droid transport part. So what you can do there is kind of load up all of your droids onto the platform and then tuck them inside like that, and then move them around using the speeder. So it's kind of a cool little build. You can also deploy your droids from the back. So maybe flip this around, and then there you go. You get your droids, you know, they can move out onto the battlefield. So I thought it was a cool little design. It does come apart in the two parts. So if you just want to deal with the speeder, or maybe just deal with the command center, you can do that. So this is kind of like the speeder on itself, and then this is like the transport part of it. Another thing is I made this so you can, instead of having this be like a droid transport kind of thing, you can have this kind of be a place where the CIS kind of goes over the battlefield or something like that. So maybe, you know, you can have these guys just meet up and just make this entire thing like a command post. So let me know, guys, if you build this. The rest of this video is just going to be me going over how to build it in the photos step by step. Hopefully a lot of you guys will like this, and maybe you can build your own thing, or you can improve upon what I have here. So thank you for watching, and hope you enjoy the rest of the video if you do build it. Otherwise, thanks anyway. All right, so this is what your speeder should look like at this point. Just do a little 360 for you guys. All right, next part is going to be the transport. Right, this is what your second half of the build should look like. I apologize, I did make a mistake when I was making the instructions. The 2 pinholes should be like this. I believe in the instructions that I made, this was shifted over here, and that shouldn't be the case. So you want to make sure it's the same symmetrically as this side. So basically, I think in the instructions, this part was right here. But in reality, you want it like this. So hopefully that's not too big of an issue, and then you can connect the rest of it nicely like that. But once that's fixed, you should be able to connect the pinholes pretty easily into the back part of the build and have the end build. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you were able to build it fine. And of course, as you noticed when you're building, this part is pretty stable. These sides are not the most stable things in the world. So if you do have other pieces in your collection, you could probably strengthen these sides and make the build better. So let me know how you enjoyed the build, and thank you for watching.